Hey friends, I am back today with another part of the trying to unpack my massive collection and declutter as I go along, and I want to share it with you guys. I did want to do another live, but I'm not going to do it right now. We've got our kids, and so I'm going to try and get through as many of these boxes, hopefully, as I can while I'm doing this with you guys. I just want to take a second to thank everybody who came onto the live and spent some time with me and talked. It was so much fun. You guys were literally a blast. It was exactly what I was looking for because I've been kind of out of my element working on the house and doing things around here, and I felt very disconnected to makeup and like the makeup community, and you guys literally, I'm telling you, it made my day. So thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you guys will find this entertaining. Let's start right off with one of my other big palettes. I've got a bunch of these big ones. They're really nice. They store a lot of stuff. You can't beat them. They don't make them anymore, which is really sad, and I got them when they were on sale. But on the inside, we've got some of my Looksy shadows, and I pulled out the little paper that came with it so I knew the shades because I wrote them down. And I am really sad because I have bought a lot of their stuff and not had a chance to swatch it for you yet. So up here are the new ones that I have not swatched for you. Here are all the ones that I previously did. Let's go ahead and just do a little swatchy of something that's here because you're here, I'm here. I love to swatch stuff and it's a good time. So, okay, I wish somebody were here so I could get their opinion. That was what was really fun about the live. Let's do this one right here. And I don't know what shade this is because I just folded up the paper. But, ooh, that looks way different on my finger than it did in the pan. So when I'm looking at it in the pan, it's like a blue, green, brown. And when I'm swatching it on my hand, I'm getting like a reddish, gold, kind of bluish, purple, pink. It's crazy. And I think you guys are seeing something different too. So, very interesting shade. Hopefully you guys are seeing it down here. I can't see anything on the camera right now, so I apologize for that, but definitely really interesting. Maybe let's do one more. What do you guys think? Let's do this one. Ooh. Oh, that's like way more. Okay, that's strange. So it's kind of subdued, but it is still very shifty. So I'm seeing a bluish purple with a little bit of teal glitter particles in it. And I can't tell what you guys are seeing. I really wish I could see it, but I can't. Okay, so that is on my Looksy shades. I'm going to put it with my other big palettes of Tammy Tenuka, and I will hopefully... Ooh, what am I doing? This goes with it. All right, I've got another big one of these. Okay, so I've told you before, and I've not had a chance to show you. I have depotted my JSC palettes, and this is 4 of them here, so you can kind of get a good look at them. I know nobody likes them, and I get that, but I still really like the shadows. I do think they're good quality. Let's do this one right here is one of my absolute favorite shades. I mean, obviously, because I'm a green fan. I didn't pick up very much of that. I'm kind of being leery about touching these because I was really hard on them. I broke a bunch of them when I was moving, but that's a really pretty green, gold, olivey, kind of old gold green shade. In fact, I will also do the one next to it because it's another favorite of mine. And these are kind of like a topper-esque type of feel. Oh, that is a gorgeous shade. He definitely did a good job with these in my opinion. But that's one of these. I definitely have more of these, so be prepared. There will be more in the future, but that is all in this box. So this little baby right here is one of the best palettes I've tried this year. Got a lot that I really enjoyed this year, but this one was so good. So this was Mba Cosmetics. This is the Potion palette, and oh my goodness gracious, like this shade right here. Oh, so pretty. Really like that. It's kind of like a grayish, bluish, greenish, gorgeous freaking shade. And then, you know, I'm going to do this one up here too. I just thought that they really nailed this color story. I love those. So this is different than this, even though it looks fairly similar in this lighting. This is a little bit more actually green that has like a blue shift to it. And I'm telling you, it looks similar on the camera, but in person, they're very different. So this will be going with my Indi shadows. Also, I do have a non-affiliated code with them. I'll have it linked down below. It's Jaclyntriesit, all one word. These are 2 of my unicorn palettes. Number 1, Cleona. Cleona. I have not done enough justice by this brand because I have been wanting to swatch all of their like special shadows for so long and I have not had a chance to. But let's talk about this empty palette. it is perfection. They designed this in such a way that it fits in with their collection. It is just so visually stunning. I can't get enough of it. I love it. And when you open it up, this one right here is holding all my circle ones, which I did do a swatch video for you guys using. If you want to check that out, definitely look at my channel. You can see it if you just type in Cleona, and that'll pop right up for you. These are stunning. The performance is really good. They did a fantastic job. And then these ones right here are, look at that. You know you have too many palettes when. And then this one right here is all my stained glass shadows. And these are just so freaking beautiful. I can't even hang. Let's do this one. It is calling my name. I don't know which one it is because I don't have my list with me. Oh, I wonder if this is Bloodline? No, Opulent. That's what I meant. There's Bloodline, I think, is this one up here. And I'll tell you what, this shade, I've got two of it technically, and I think I'm going to keep them both. Oh my gosh. So when I'm looking at it, I'm seeing like a purple to green with a little bit of maroon and blue. And I don't know what you guys are seeing. You guys, I can't see what you're seeing. But it does also have a gold tint to it and a definite purple. It is one of the most stunning shades I've ever seen. Holy crap. But I do intend to swatch these for you, hopefully in the near-ish future. I really love their shadows are fantastic. Wrath palettes. These I am going to display, but these aren't my most favorite packaging, so I may just like, because there's so many packages, I may just start piling them on top of each other, kind of like I did with my melt ones that are over here. This one right here is the brand new one that she had for holiday. This is Celestial Odyssey. It is a really beautiful, I love the packaging. It is really cool. It's definitely very opulent feeling. And in fact, that's one of the things I like the most about Pat McGrath packaging. I think everybody probably feels that way. Something I absolutely hated was how to open this one because it has like these little straps on them. Not like that, but this palette is gorgeous. She did a good job with it. I was a sucker and I paid pretty much almost full price for it, so I was not very happy about it because to me, it looks like a copy of a copy of a copy of a copy, except for this shade right here, which might be the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. I did do a review on this, so if you're interested in seeing that, check it out. I'm not going to be decluttering it. In fact, I've said I was decluttering a lot of my Pat McGrath stuff, and I may just not because I have a hard time letting go of stuff. So it's from last year. This is Celestial Divinity. This is the packaging. Again, it is very nice. I like that she did this format personally. Like when it comes to the price, she did a good job. Now this was kind of exciting and a little bit of a disappointment to me. I was really excited about it. I still am. Here's the downside. If you got the two Star Wars palettes that she released as a special edition, they're both in here. So I was thinking I was getting something special that was not going to be re-released, and so I was a little bit disappointed to see it like this. However, that being said, there were a lot of people that could not pick that up, and I did feel for them because obviously I would have been very disappointed as well. So it was nice that she did this. However, yet again, even in the shades that were special in this, or even in the shades that were different in this, you still had all of the normal like culprits pretty much, except for these two shades right here. And even this is kind of reminiscent of something that is in the Midnight Sun palette. This one right here is truly special, and I have a lot of shades like this because I really enjoy this shade. I think it's called like Dragonfly or something like that. And like right now I'm seeing a strong maroon and purple, and I don't know what you guys are seeing, but it has a green, it has a blue, it has kind of a gold. It's very interesting. I wish I was picking it up. I don't think I am, but I assure you it is super interesting. I do have a video using this as well, if you want to check that out. I point out, I thought that these were the exact same size, but they're not. This one is just a little bit bigger, so that's really annoying to me. I'm going to put out another thought that I have here. I really dislike, and I mean this with Melt, I mean this with every brand, when their palettes are all different sizes. I want everybody to have the same stuff so that it fits uniformly into where I'm storing it. It's a little frustrating. Okay. So, now getting into, this is the very first Mothership palette. This is Subliminal. It's going to take me a hot second to get into. I kind of like that she's gone away from this, but I also kind of miss this. I know that's kind of silly, but how you doing? Then, I also wish more than anything that she would stop doing like these little inserts or even putting them on the back. I'd rather see those names just on the actual palette. It may take away from the bouginess, but I prefer it that way. Here's what the actual packaging looks like in case you have not seen it. And this is, okay, so I did not want to like this palette. I was not going to get this palette, but I'll tell you what, I've tried to declutter it, but I really enjoy it. It's one of the nicest blue tone type of palettes that I've ever used. It's great quality. This shade right here is one of my absolute all-time favorites. Like every time I pull this out, I will swatch it forever. It is one of the just most ethereal and beautiful gold shades that I've ever touched in my life. It's fantastic. And I hope you guys are seeing it as good as it is. Right now I don't have my lights. Where, actually. But I'll tell you what, you guys, it is so beautiful. Definitely a beautiful palette. If you are a lover of blue and kind of cool tone shades, you will not be disappointed with this. So I'm missing a few of my big ones in this box, but they're in my other PMG box because, of course, I have multiple boxes of PMG stuff. Why wouldn't I? This one right here is the Subversive Palette. This is actually the third mothership that came out. Packaging is very edgy and exciting. That's one of the things I miss the most about like old school Pat McGrath, in my opinion, is I feel that now she's very like mainstream and just everything is a copy of a copy of a copy. Very Charlotte Tilbury, very ColourPop, same thing. It gets very boring. And I feel like at this time she was just putting out very interesting color stories and packaging, really beautiful. I mean, it's not that her packaging isn't beautiful now, because it's definitely some of the best out there, but look at that. That's gorgeous. It's inspiring. The only thing I would say about all of her palettes or whatever, again, is that they're very repetitive. Like, not every single one of these needed this black shade or even another one of these shades. I just feel like there's always a kind of maroon toned-ish shade. Sometimes it leans more purple, more brown, more red, just kind of varies between them. But there's always a shade like this, there's always a shade like this, and then there's, well, a lot of times there was a black. I digress. In any case, this one right here is just stunning. This shade right here, gives me all of the feels. I've talked about decluttering it, and I might have even said I was going to in the video with my husband, but I'm a liar. In that case, at least. And this is like another gorgeous kind of green, old gold kind of feel. Very similar to this, but this is like 100 times better. So, just saying. This right here is my angel. It's my sweetness. It's my most favorite palette of hers. This is the Bronze Seduction palette. Like, first off, let's talk this packaging. It is sublime. It is ethereal. It is everything good in this world. It is fantastic. Like, I love bees, and it's just everything right. I would put this on my wall for sure. Let me go ahead and open this up. Then once you have it open, this is what the, oh my gosh, I almost dropped it. When you have it open, this is what the inside looks like. And initially, I was kind of like a little bit, initially I was a little intimidated by it because I don't typically use reds. I'm so glad I picked this up. I will never regret it. I will constantly repurchase this. I hope she never discontinues it because it is truly very, very special. Let's go ahead and do a swatch of this. Like, look, that is like, just a stunning red shade. Holy crap. It's like a, I don't know. I don't even know how to put this into words. It doesn't look like overly metallic, but it is so impactful without being kind of gaudy at all. I'm telling you what, let's do one more. Let's do one more because this is my favorite. This would probably be in my top 10. If I had to only keep a few palettes, this would certainly be in that. This one right here, like, oh my gosh, it is so pretty. So impactful, so beautiful. It just makes my soul happy. Okay, this one right here is the Divine Rose, the very first one, because there are two. Let's talk about the packaging. Guys, I get pinked out, but the second I saw this, I was so excited because she hadn't done a whole crap ton of pink at this point. And this packaging, oh my goodness gracious, it is just stunning. It's just stunning. Then when you open up the palette, this is what it looks like. And it is just like this one right here. I'm going to swatch every one of these damn palettes apparently. This like peachy goodness is everything I need in my life. Hopefully it's showing up as beautiful as it actually is. I don't feel like it is. But I will eventually get my studio lights in here, so that will help a lot. But oh, gorgeous. I'm not getting rid of this. I had said I was getting rid of it. I think I've eaten my words. So, called Midnight Sun. And I love the name because I'm a Twilight fan, and if you are, you probably feel the same. The packaging, of course, is really beautiful. So when you open it up, there's this one, and I actually did not plan on getting it because I was like, But let me tell you what, it doesn't look that special, and I don't think it should be the same price as the other ones because this is not that special. This is not that special in my opinion. But it is a great palette. You can get it on sale a lot of the time now, and on sale it is 1000% worth it. These shades together are just harmonious in all of the best types of ways. I will go ahead and swatch this purple because I want you guys to see just how not really special it is. So, okay, it's still special, it's still beautiful, but a lot more impressive than this. This one right here is the Utopian Dream. This is the 9th one. I remember when she was teasing this, I really thought, oh, this is going to be it. This is going to be something different. It's going to be really unique and inspiring. It's not going to be so pink. And then I was just like, what just happened here? I just literally got pranked because it was 100% another pink palette. Now, don't get me wrong. I actually would pick this over all the other pink palettes I have from her. I feel like this is fantastic. Definitely one of my favorites of hers. It's just when I've seen so much of like the same color story, I'm getting very burnt out on it. But I can tell you this much. These shades are fantastic. I actually love these ones as well. I just am ready to see a new color story. That's it. But if you don't have the other ones, this one right here is just, oh my goodness. We're gonna go ahead and swatch this one. Swatching this palette was one of my favorite ones to swatch this year. Of hers, I should say. Very shifty, really interesting, kind of textured. I don't know if you guys are seeing it as special as it really is, but it certainly is. It's got like blue, purple, green, gold, pink. Sorry, I moved it out of frame. It's got blue, purple, pink, gold, and green. It's very, very interesting. And I like how chunky it is without feeling that chunky on your eye. I know a lot of you guys have asked. I did not pick up the Bridgerton collection because, again, I'm not spending full price on something that literally, I've already got those colors. It might be slightly different, but it's still too similar for me to justify spending full price on it anymore. So when she starts releasing more unique things again, I will start picking them up. All right, this one right here is the Divine Rose 2. This is the packaging. Of course, yet again, it is gorgeous. It is stunning. It's got a combination of floral and of insects, which I love honeybees anyway. I was one of the people that got the pink packaging that it came in. It was supposed to be special release, but now they have since re-released it. So I'm a little like, anytime somebody says it's a special release and then re-releases it, it is a little sad. But I also do understand people wanting to enjoy and experience this. So I'm kind of on the fence about it. This right here is the color story on the inside. Again, there are very similar shades to what is in Utopian Dream. And also what's in, you know, the very first Divine Rose palette. And definitely other things that she's released in between. But it is beautiful. I love this shade right here. I do really enjoy it. If I had to get rid of one of these, it would probably be the first Divine Rose, truthfully. Let's go ahead and give this one. Every time I pick this palette up, I swatch this shade. I don't know if you can see just right now how shifty it is with hardly any movement at all, but ooh, hey yo girls, extraterrestrial. That is just stunning. The movement in it is very good. Very, very good. And it's still like, I've got a crap ton left on my finger. Okay, this one right here is the Venus and Fleurs Luxe Quad Voyeuristic Vixen palette. And I do like the packaging. It is really cool. I am still very sad that we've moved away from these right here that have the ties. But is it more cohesive? Is it easier to get into? Yes, it is. So I do kind of dig it. Something that I don't like she's done with the recent quads, and I haven't picked any of them up, is she's actually made the pans smaller and spaced them a lot closer. And I feel like for the price, that's not cool. So in any case, this one right here is a beautiful quad. Again, I feel like the shades are really similar to the palettes that we've already been looking at this whole time. So hopefully you guys are seeing that as well. This shade right here is like boom pow, okay, all right, I'm gonna touch it. It was staring at me. It is very shifty. Hopefully you guys are able to see that. It is stunning. It's like a really beautiful kind of maroon red to gold, even a slight tinge of green. It's got orange. And it's stunning. I mean, she did a great job with it for sure, but is one shade enough to justify paying the price of that quad? On sale? Maybe. Okay, this one right here is the Fleur Fantasia palette, and I did have all three of these that came out at one point, but I have since decluttered one of them. But this is the packaging. I'm not as crazy about it. I don't think it's that cute personally. It's not that it's terrible, but it's not my favorite. Again, it's another different size. So we've got like 3 different sizes now in the quads. And I don't have the newest one she did with the holiday collection, so those might actually be smaller or different than these boxes, but I didn't pick them up. Then when you open it up, this is the inside. It's a beautiful quad. I really like it, but again, we're looking at very similar shades to the ones you've already seen in a lot of those motherships that were out. So it's beautiful. I will probably still keep it, but this one right here is just the box. It's Interstellar Icon. I have already, I think, decluttered it, or you may see it later in one of my boxes of my for sale that I will show you guys. If it comes up then, I will make sure I show you guys when I do it. This one right here is my favorite 6-pan one that she's put out. This is the Bronze Temptation. This was one of her first holiday 6-pan collections, and this packaging, I love it. I love it so, so much. It is my precious. And then when you open it up, this is what it looks like. Mine is falling apart in the worst way because she's getting up there in age, still at the top of her game, and we're not going to judge her. So this one right here, I'm just telling you what, I love this shade. I love this shade. These ones, like this one, this one, this one, and this one, we have 100 times over. So do I necessarily need it? Do I need to keep this? Probably not. But am I getting rid of it? No. Not once, not never. Let's go ahead. The texture, oh my gosh, is a little bit chunky. But I'll tell you what, look how stunning that green shade is. You know what? I wish that this light was a little closer. You know what? Let's try and move this. Oh, Lord, it's tipped over now. But hopefully you can see a little bit better. And if so, then it was worth it. Okay, so we'll put that right here. It's definitely a black base kind of green, teal, blue shade. Da-na-na-na. Never getting rid of it. All right, this one right here is called the Rose Decadence Palette, and I loved this. From the moment I reviewed this on my channel, I was very enamored with it. The packaging, this very much reminds me, and a lot of them do, of like the Romeo and Juliet from the 90s with Leonardo DiCaprio and, oh no, Claire Danes, I think was her name. I loved it. I loved the whole aesthetic. It was Baz Luhrmann directed, and I love Baz Luhrmann. He did Moulin Rouge, another favorite of mine. But I know I have these shades. I probably shouldn't keep it, but I'll tell you what, I like this packaging, and this performed really well. What can I swatch in here? Maybe I'll swatch this shade right here. An orange that has a bit of gold and red to it. It's stunning. Little did you know this is just turned into a Pat McGrath swatch video, but look at how gorgeous that is. Oh! All right, so this one, if you've watched my channel, if you know, you know. This one is called Ritualistic Rose. This is my all-time favorite quad that she has ever released. It was in the first year of the quads, and I'll tell you what, this packaging, okay, like this packaging though, it is so stunning. It is beautiful. I love it. When you open up this quad, this is what it looks like, and this to me was the best pink she ever did. This little quad right here, yes, it was a little bit more, but I'll tell you what, you got what you paid for with this. Now you can get it on sale, which is insane. So if you see it on sale, you should snatch it up, like immediately. Don't wait. Just go on for it. Even this brown, which looks like pretty, you know, tame. It's okay. It's basic. Oh, no. It's so much more than basic. It is so beautiful. Like, I could wear that on it. If you're a one and done kind of gal, that shade right there is your jam. I'm just saying, it works so well. We're actually going to go ahead and swatch this one too. But then again, a lot of these shades you're going to find in some of those other mothership palettes. So I'm just saying, if you want to save yourself the trouble, pick this little baby up on sale. Maybe skip some of those if you're not wanting to spend that kind of money. And I don't blame you because they are not cheap. Whoo! Look at that. Shine on, you bright star. Sorry, just ignore me. But, ooh, girl, I love this. It will never leave my collection. Okay, so this one right here is also from that same holiday collection. This is Nocturnal Nirvana. The packaging, mwah, chef's kiss. And then when you open this up and do this, look, this, I'm telling you what, seriously, how special and beautiful is it? Like, we don't need this gold. We have golds. We have tons of golds. Pat McGrath, please stop putting out golds. But this right now, you guys are seeing green. I am seeing a beautiful lilac purple. It is so crazy to me. We're gonna swatch it. We're gonna swatch it. Hopefully when I move my finger, you guys can see the purple. I can't tell. I can't see crap. But I'll tell you this much. It is so beautiful. Oh, like, I hope you're seeing it now because I'm strongly seeing that. We'll get a little bit more. Get a little bit more. Look at how beautiful that is. Holy crap. Definitely keeping it. I do also have this little one from her, and I'm gonna be honest, I only kept it because I really love this shade. Oh no, yeah, wait, is it that one Sinful? Okay, yeah. I really love this shade right here, and it's in the big, Decadence. I can't think of what it's called, but maybe it is just Decadence. It's the fourth one of these, and I am getting rid of that one because I never use it, but this shade was my favorite, you know what? Was my favorite shade in that palette. And it's like a silvery gold. It is just so stunning. Oh my gosh. And I was literally having the worst remorse trying to get rid of it for that one shade. But that's ridiculous. So I do have this. I will be keeping it. It will not be up here because it's not that pretty. Okay, so now we have another big ass palette. This is more JSC palettes. I've definitely depotted them like we talked about. The only one I think I haven't depotted is the Blood Money palette. And it's not that I won't or can't or anything like that. I just have not had a chance to. But this is quite a few palettes. I will say, like, this shade right here was one of my absolute favorite shades. I think this was called Calinum or something like that. And it's just like a really beautiful kind of silvery, champagne-y, white shade. It was perfect for highlighting. I absolutely loved it. And then this shade right here is kind of similar to that, but it's called Jawbreaker. And I really like this too. This is a little bit more gold toned than that one. And it's really nice still. I do really like it, truthfully. Get into some of the indie brands, and this is a big section of Glam Light. I love Glam Light. They are so great. This is the Michaela collection with them, and I just loved this palette. I thought it was really cute. I like the glitter in here. I know not everybody was a fan. I really was, actually. And then when you opened it up, this was the color story. Like, oh, it's so gorgeous. Honestly, I used the shit out of this, and I would like to use more of the shit out of this. Glam Light's formula is one of the best that are out there, but I will say there are a few brands that have very similar formulas, so whenever I touch them, I'll let you know that, hey, it was like this one. But let's go ahead, let's swatch one of these. Let's do Manifest, because I want to manifest all the health and wellness and good things for everybody this year. So we'll just throw that right here. Like, look though, look how impactful that is. It's like a gray toned purple silvery blue shade. I absolutely adore it. Okay, I'm gonna try and get through these. They're totally mixed up. I thought all my Glam Light was together. It was a lie. This one right here is the Street Taco palette. And when you open it up, it looks like a street taco kind of. I think it's adorable. I like the food themes. I will say this, I am more of a fan of a, you know, rectangular palette, but at the same time, it's fun, it's kitschy, it definitely has its place in the world. I cannot turn this. I love this. When I use this, I was so excited for Flashback Friday. I'll tell you what, Carnitas. I think you guys might be able to tell I kind of have a thing for like old gold kind of green shades, because here's another one. And I'm not going to feel judged because I still really enjoy it. And it works so well. It is gorgeous. Definitely keeping this. Now, I don't have the sheath part that comes with this right now. It's definitely around here somewhere. But this is the Glam Light Dirty Martini palette. I did do a review on it not too long ago. And you guys already know the packaging. It's green. Your girl had to pick it up. And also, I do like martinis. And I wish I was drinking one. And this is what the inside of the packaging looks like. I do wish, this is like a small nitpicky thing. I do wish that since it looks like this, it opens vertically, that it would open vertically on the inside, but it's horizontal, which is okay, but small nitpick. This is the color story. It is so good. They nailed it. I love it. I seriously can't say enough good about it. Should I put High Class next to that last shade and see if they're really similar? Because now I kind of think they are. Hang on. No, definitely different. Good to know. That's way more like green underneath it. I really like it though. I can tell you that. I definitely used a crap ton of the shades in this palette. And I love that there was nutrition facts. It's adorable. This one right here is the Burger palette from Glam Light, and I have never gotten to use this. And you may hear that a few times, especially about Glam Light stuff, because I have really wanted to. But I'm going to try and put this in my Flashback Friday and see if somebody wants to see it. This is the color story that you're going to find in there. It does actually remind me a little bit of the Street Taco palette. But yeah, I think it's beautiful. All right, we're going to swatch one of these. I know I haven't taken pictures, but that's okay. Oh my gosh, okay. I'm very torn. My heart is very torn between bacon and blue cheese. We're going to do bacon. Oh, these are so smooth. Holy crap. Ooh, hey girl. Wow. That is really reminiscent of this shade right up here. That's funny. That's the Pat McGrath one, and this is Glam Light. And let me just tell you, you can probably tell. Guess which one performed better. Just saying. I actually think I'm also going to do blue cheese. You're here, I'm here. If your blue cheese looks like this, though, I would suggest not eating it. Okay. And do a little there. Ooh. I think that's gorgeous. It's definitely like a blue, purple. I did see a slight hint of teal. So kind of also in this range, but I would say this one I like maybe. I like the texture of the Glam Light better than the Pat McGrath, but think of those two layered together. Okay, the next one we have is the Pizza Palette from Glam Light. And I've also not used this on my channel, and I've not had a chance to use it in general. I have a lot of Glam Light palettes that I haven't gotten a chance to check out yet. That's the real talk. I really want to use these for some Flashback Fridays, but I'd really like to do anything on a Friday. I haven't put on makeup in like almost 2 months. I like this palette. I'm going to move this little sheet up real quick. But I don't feel like some of these, I don't feel like there's enough metallics in here for me to be truly happy. I was going to keep this to review, and maybe at the very least I will just swatch it for you guys. If you want to see at least swatches for this, let me know in the comments below. If not, I think I'm actually going to declutter this, which is really sad. But at the same time, I don't feel like super, like, I feel like a lot of these shades I have similar ones to within Glam Light's brand. And then besides that, I don't feel like I'm missing out. Okay, so next I've got 2 palettes from Alien Cosmetics, which is now Unearthly Cosmetics. I'm so sad that they had to change their name. That's actually really disappointing to me, but I do like Unearthly. I think they did a really good job rebranding. That was pretty intelligent, I'm not gonna lie. So this is the Serendipity palette. Personally, the packaging is not my jam. I do like this kind of gold foil type of finish to the background, but the actual aesthetic of the art is not my favorite personally. But what's on the inside, however, oh no! Okay, I'm sorry, I had a moment. This got broken in my move, okay? I'm like, don't have a breakdown. It's okay, I'll just repress it. It won't be perfect, but that's fine. This color story is absolutely one of my favorite. I think they just did a fantastic job with it. Let's go ahead and give this one right here a little swatchy swatch. Oh my gosh. I'm just saying, like, I know Pat McGrath is awesome and her packaging. I'm telling you what, if a brand like this did packaging like Pat McGrath's, just imagine, because I'm telling you what, the actual shadows are, in my opinion, just as good, if not better. So just putting that out there. I will be keeping this. I need to repress it, so I don't know if I'll put it in the drawer right this second, because I really don't want to get this everywhere, but I'm going to set it off to the side momentarily, but it will go in my drawer. This one right here is Fairy Frolic, also from formerly Alien Cosmetics, and oh my gosh, when I laid eyes on this, my heart sped up. I was so excited. Those 2 palettes, especially paired together, ooh, I just love them. Let's see here. I think I'm going to swatch this one for you guys. I should have done this one. I wanted to do this one, but that's okay. That's all right. This is just such a stunning shade. I love them. I think they do a great job. I will 100% continue to support them as Unearthly. I really wish that our financial situation was a little bit different, because I would 100% be picking up stuff that they have right now, because they had something, I think it was a Poison Apple palette, and I want it. I want it so badly, but I just can't spend any money right now, so it'll just have to wait. Hopefully I'll be able to catch it on sale, which would be great, but I will always love this palette. Next, we have Juvia's Place, the Rebel Army palette. Now, I love Juvia's Place. Their formula is so good. The packaging is always really beautiful. I love their aesthetic. I think they do a great job. And the price, holy crap, you can't beat it. Also, I love the way they put this on the inside to help buffer your palette when it's being shipped. This is the inside. When I used it, I loved it. I think it's a great palette. Do I need to keep it? Probably not, though. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Although, let me tell you that this quality is very good. Now, this shade feels a little waxy, but the performance is still really good. Like, hey, yo, girl, how you doing? But again, do I need to keep this when I have similar shades? Probably not. So I am going to declutter it, even though I kind of don't want to. The next palette is the Feel Dot palette from Badass Beauties. I was so excited. She actually decided to keep this palette. They were going to discontinue it. And let me tell you, I love the whole premise of this brand. So first off, it is a Black-owned company, but it's also a veteran-owned company. And it's so cool to me to see her doing this and doing themed palettes. I really love it. This is the palette on the inside, and to me, this is just every fall feel that I need in my soul. It really encompasses everything that I would want to wear for that time of the year. I wear it year round. I mean, you've got such beautiful neutrals and you've got a few pops. I love those greens. Everything is imminently wearable. I'm going to go ahead and swatch Silver Bullet for you. Oh, I do have a video on this as well, so if you want to check it out, you certainly can. I am affiliated with them now, and if you want to save some money on an order, and their prices are really good, it is Jaclyntriesit, all one word, and it is also linked down below. Oh, look how good that is. I'm telling you what, really good quality. I totally enjoy this brand, and I hope that you guys check it out. Okay, this one right here is from Lethal Cosmetics. This is the Roots palette. Let's talk about the packaging. And I don't know if you can see it perfectly, but there is a bee, and I love the kind of geometric shapes that are behind it. Really cool. I love that. I think they did a nice job. White is a little impractical because whenever you have colored shadows, you're going to destroy it. I will destroy it. It will happen. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but it is coming. So this is the color story on the inside. And I really love their matte shades. Their metallics are good, but they're not my absolute favorite, truthfully. But they are still very, very good. I will go ahead and do a swatch of this one for you. They are beautiful, but they are a little on the chunky side. Chunky and slightly waxy. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. They still perform really well, and they look beautiful on the eye. But as far as... this one I will keep, but I probably won't keep all of my Lethal Cosmetics, so just putting that out there. This one right here is my Mba Cosmetics Shadows. I really enjoy them. I think they've got some beautiful shadows. I have a few of their shifty ones. In fact, which one of these? There was one of them that was like the craziest thing I've ever seen, and I don't remember which one it is, but I'm gonna apparently keep on swatching all the greens. Yeah, this one. Oh my gosh. So this is like a green to pink. I hope you guys are seeing it. I'm going to try and capture it now, but it doesn't always happen. I don't have all my studio lights up or anything like that. I am kind of just trying to get settled in here. I'm doing these videos so I can eventually get back to recording, but everything needs set up first. And hopefully you can see it on my finger just how stunning that actually is. They are a great brand. I want to pick up more of them. I haven't had a chance to, but definitely worth checking out. Okay, so this one is another Juvia's Place. This is the Mints, and I did a video with this as well. I think I used both that and the other one together, the Army one. The packaging, beautiful. Same type of aesthetic. Really like it. And then this is the shades on the inside. Again, I don't feel like I need these because I feel like I have them a bunch of times over. The quality is very nice. But I'm running out of room. Like, hopefully you guys can even see that. It's very sheer, but it is beautiful. But I don't need it, truthfully. And in reality, I probably don't need the majority of this, but I sure love all of it. If I could, I'd keep everything, but it's just not practical. Okay, so this one right here is the... Sorry, I was laughing because my husband and I keep randomly singing Shooby Dooby from that TikTok, Pennies from Heaven or whatever song. It's awesome, and we're obsessed with it. We can't stop. Like, he'll be in the kitchen, I'll hear him sing it. Then I'll be in this room, and he'll hear me sing it, so it's just been a back and forth all day thing. So if you hear him in the background, that's what's happening. So this one right here is from Ronvier Villamil. This is the Revival palette, and I am so sad to say that this brand is no longer available. But let me just tell you, I love Ronvier. He is so wonderful. In fact, he just opened another brand. He has kind of rebranded more or less, and it's called Philanthro Beauty. I am so excited for them. I am most excited, truthfully, for their lip glosses to come back out. I'm like, ugh, because you guys know how I feel about his lip glosses. They are my favorite. So with that being said, I'm going to show you guys the inside of this palette. Ugh, I gotta be careful. And when you open it up, this is like, if you are a blue fan, right here, all of the blue vibes. Hopefully he will relaunch this with the Philanthro Beauty brand, but I don't know for sure, so I can't say anything, but I do really love it, and I am wishing him all the very best because he is a fantastic person. So much love coming his way. All right, so the next one I've got is the KK Beauty. This is the Camo palette, I think. Yes, And this is, I think, the only KKW beauty thing I ever tried. And the second I saw it, I really was interested in it. And then I was super sad because I bought it full price. And then like 2 days later, it went half off. And then it went like half off of the half off like a week after that. But this palette right here is fantastic. I didn't want to like it. I really didn't. But I'll assure you of this. If you could get it, especially if you could get it at like the $14, which was cray, it was worth every penny. It was worth it, honestly, it was worth it even at the high price. I thought it was good. I really enjoyed it. These mattes were fantastic. The shades that are in here are just gorgeous. Let's go ahead and, I don't even know which one to do. We'll do this one. It's kind of a red, green, brown, gold. You guys probably see a theme of shades that I like the best, but that's okay. This was just a very beautiful palette. Okay. And hopefully you guys are seeing it. Ooh, girl, look at that. So very pretty. Definitely, I was very surprised by this. The color, or
X comes to the hood like,
here comes trouble. Hey, Ward. Oh my gosh. I'm going to have to bleep out a lot of that, but that was a good time. I love you. So in any case, I never intended to even try this brand, but I actually really liked it. And then they closed, so that was kind of disappointing. Hopefully they will re-release it if they redo the brand. Maybe they haven't. I just haven't paid attention, to be honest with you guys. But really good quality. Kind of reminds me a little bit of ColourPop, but better. Got 2 Makeup Geek palettes. I don't know if that's what's in here. No. Sorry, I had to pause it. My son's really excited because his diaper is clean. He was like, I'm clean! And he was super excited. So you might hear stuff in the background. Well, these are not Makeup Geek. These ended up being Lethal Cosmetics. I have not actually used any of these. These are some of their single shades, but I am going to swatch just this one. I am sad that I have not had a chance to take a picture of it yet, but ooh, look at that. Definitely another shade you could find within Pat McGrath. And again, I'd have to say, I think this is better. Definitely think this is better, or as good for sure. And you can definitely save money on your purchase if you get it through them. So, and you're helping a small brand, which I really like. But in any case, I don't know if you can tell, there's a lot of shades here that are similar to Pat McGrath. And I just wanted to put it together like that for you guys to kind of see. I did this a long time ago, but I never shared it. So in any case, I will be keeping these for sure. All right, so this one is also another Lethal Cosmetics palette. This is the Destiny palette. And when you open it up, this is what it looks like. It is really beautiful. Truthfully, I feel like I have a lot of these shades, yet again, in other brands. I don't know if I'm going to keep it. But I might as well do a little swatchy for you guys. Because truthfully, I like pinks, but it's not necessarily my favorite. And I already have a crap ton of them with like brands like Sydney Grace and Give Me Glow and Clarity. And I don't necessarily feel like I need them in other brands. But I do like Lethal, so I don't want it to sound like I don't, because I really enjoy them. But packaging-wise, it is really cute as well, but I think I'm actually going to go ahead and just declutter this. Right, this is just like a custom palette from Lethal, and I did do a video with this. I love the packaging. I like kind of geometric stuff. I think it's really cool. Then when you open it up, look at this green paradise. It is everything I need. Like, if I could only keep just this palette, I would still be completely happy. I think everything performed really well. I really like the color story, and I will not be decluttering. This last one is also Lethal Cosmetics. This is the Memento palette. And when the front's got like kind of like little petals on it dispersing into the wind. That is cute. Then when you open it up, this is the color story. It is kind of like a corally pink type of palette. Again, I feel like I have these shades. I even have these shades within Lethal. So I'm going to go ahead and declutter this palette. Alright, the next one is from Glam Shop. This is the Glam Moro, or W Moro. I don't know how to, I think it's camo. That's what I'm guessing. I don't know. I can't read this language. I wish I could. The packaging is, very camo. And hard to get out, but I'm going to make it. Then when you open it up, I just hit myself. Everything's fine. Then when you open it up, look at this freaking color story. You guys, this is definitely top 10 for me this year. 100%. It's performed incredibly well. I really like it. These shades. Okay, which one should I do? I'm going to do this one. And, ooh, as you can tell, I've got to type yet again. But, hang on. Let's pick up a little bit more. I didn't get very much. Like, look at that. I'm seeing a strong reddish, orangish kind of, well, a little slight bit of green to it. But in the pan, let me open it back up. But in the pan, it's a really maroon with slight blue and purple. And I'm telling you what, just so unique. They did a great job with this. I will 100% be keeping it. Alright, the next one is from Mba Cosmetics. This is the Meet Me in the Underworld palette, and I immediately, when I saw this packaging, I fell in love. I think that this is some of the most beautiful themed packaging I have ever seen. I can't say enough good about it. The actual color story is also very, very inspiring. I really like it. It is slightly reminiscent of Sydney Grace, but it's not quite as good. It's not bad by any means. I want to keep it because I love the packaging, but I feel like it's a really petty reason to keep it. I do think that the performance is good, but it's not my favorite formulation. The mattes are really good, but the metallics are okay. They're not bad by any means. I'm going to give a little swatchy swatch, put it next to these for you. It's just a little bit more of a satin type of finish rather than a Boom Pal metallic. In fact, I will swatch another one. Let's just do the one next to it, so I can kind of show you guys. So it is beautiful, but again, it is a very subtle type of metallic. And as you guys know, that's not my exact favorite. However, I really love this packaging. So maybe let me know what you guys think. Should I keep it because of the packaging, or should I declutter it? I'm going to keep it in a maybe pile for now, and you guys let me know what I should do, because I am really shit at making decisions, to be honest with you. So right here I've got, well, this is actually a collection. And I think there's more that came with it, but I don't have it all together. These are actually from Dandelion Co. I really love their matte shades. They are beautiful. Even though normally I'm not a blue fan, these performed so well. Like, all of these performed really well. And I'm normally, that's my cat Leo. He's having a little bit of a sensitive moment right now, you guys. We're just going to have to let him get through it. So these are kind of cool toned for what my taste normally is, but ooh, they perform so well. I am 100% happy that I got them. I will not be decluttering them. If you have not tried them, you definitely should. The quality is fantastic. It does have a lot of fallout, but I don't even care. It is 1000% worth it. Okay, so this one right here is from Mba Cosmetics. This is the Platinum Hits one. I really want the second one that they came out with. It looked so good. So this is the packaging. The aesthetic isn't my exact favorite, but I do like that it has a music theme. I think music's great, and I think it's really cute that they put that through their whole brand. I like that. This is the actual color story. Like, can we just take a moment to appreciate how beautiful this is? I really like it. The quality is fantastic. Let's go ahead. Oh, you know what? Let's try and find a shade like this, actually. That's funny. So we're going to do this shade right here compared to the one that just was in the last palette, to show you just how impactful these are compared to it. Like, I just feel like it's so much better. That sounds awful. Like, I'm not trying to be mean. I really like that palette. But this, I'm just saying, there's so many brands that have poppier, more impactful metallics. And in fact, most of these are multi-chromes. Like, look at that freaking color. Holy crap. I'm going to swatch that up for you as well. One of my favorite shades in this palette. This is definitely your purple to blue to kind of brilliant candy, cotton candy pink. And I don't think you guys are seeing it all. That's so sad. I'm seeing like a fuchsia pink right now, and you guys are seeing like a blue, I think. It is gorgeous. I definitely really like it. I am affiliated with this brand. If you want a coupon code to use, if you want to check them out, it's Jaclyntriesit, all one word. And I don't have enough good things to say about this brand at all. Shipped really quickly, got here safely. Really like the owner. It is another Black-owned brand, so definitely check them out. We're starting to dive in deep now. I don't know what's on all of these. I'm assuming they're Sydney Grace shadows. Let's talk about the packaging. It is so cute and I love it. I think they did a really great job. I love how big these are. I love their logo. I think it's really cute. When you open it up, these shadows right here are some of my cool tones ones. I have a shit ton more. They're all mixed in together right now, but this kind of gave me feels of the Glam palette from Natasha Denona. I thought about doing a video where I tried to dupe that. If you guys are interested in it, it won't happen probably for a little bit, but I would love to do that for you. In fact, I would really like to make 2022 the year of duping other palettes. I think that number one, I want to get the most use out of my collection because, like, look look at these. They're gorgeous. They are stunning, and I have not paid near enough attention to them. I'm going to give this shade right here a swatch. I don't know what it is. I have at one point swatched my whole Sydney Grace collection, but it has, of course, grown since then. Like, look, come on. You cannot tell me that that's not a beautiful metallic. Like, these 100% rival, and if not top, the Pat McGrath quality of metallic shades. And to me, Pat McGrath has one of the best metallic shade formulas that are out there. So here's just some of them. I will be keeping them, of course. And then here is another one full of more shadows. Don't judge me. I've got more than this. Like, I've got almost their whole collection of shadows because I truly enjoy them. Here, I'm going to do one swatch from here. Ooh, holy crap. And I still have, like, plenty left on my finger as well. But, like, so intense and so beautiful. I love them. I don't know what I think because I don't have enough light in this room, you're going to see my camera kind of pulling in and out. I'm so sorry about that. But just gorgeous. Love them. And then this is also, shocker, Sydney Grace shadows. And when you open it up, these are kind of in the more pink tones, purple tones, although we got some warm tones in there as well. I definitely want to separate out my shadows a lot more. I just have not had a chance to, but I do hope to do that in the nearish future. Like, look how pretty that is. It's more of a satin than a true metallic, but very, very pretty. Let's go ahead and pull one more from this because it's so much fun to swatch stuff. Holy crap. Like, look at that. And I have so much left on my finger. I wish you could see just how metallic this actually was. Hang on. Like, look at that. Hey, girl. Sorry, I stopped and talked to my son for a few minutes. But in any case, I'm going to be keeping all three of these. Okay, so I don't know what... It's empty. It was a lie. I always liked this container, though, because I thought the succulents were cute. So eventually I will refill it, but unfortunately right now, it's a lie. It's empty. So I'll set it to the side for now. Okay, give me glow. I hope that there are actually shadows in these because I've got a lot of their big ones too now, which I'll pull down in a few seconds. But these, I loved this packaging. I thought it was so beautiful and artistic and gorgeous. I wish, okay, when they had these packages, like back in the day for their single shadows, I wish they would have done like palettes like that for those. So they had like green swiped ones, they had like blue ones, they had brown, they had pinks. I think that would have been cool too. I love these too, don't get me wrong. I would buy every single one of these and I bought a lot of them. But oh, this one's empty too. Ta-da! There's nothing. You'll get nothing and you will like it. I will be keeping it because I know I will get more Give Me Glow shadows. They are definitely in my top favorites of shadows. Give Me Glow, here they are. Let's go ahead and swatch something here. Let's do this one. Ooh, I barely touched it. You guys be careful because you don't even want to waste. Like, I waste every time I pick up their shadows because they are so, oh, they're so good. I have to say, I don't know which of these I like the best. Give Me Glow, Sydney Grace, or even Clarity, but, ooh, hang on, I'll even kick on the light for you for a second. Like, look at that. I'm going to be keeping every one of these shadows for sure. It's going to have its own drawer because I have a shit ton of Give Me Glow. Here is another one of the palettes. Oh, hello, beautifuls. we're gonna swatch a couple of these. I don't know what this one is. Is this one their Electric Unicorn one? We're gonna find out. Hang on. I'm pretty sure that's Electric Unicorn. Like, look how stunning that is. Holy crap. Oh, Leo agrees. He went meow. That one's a little flakier, but I'll tell you what. Boy, holy shit, it is impactful. Let's turn this off. Ooh. Woo! Let's see if that was what it was. I could be wrong. Nope, Electric Unicorn. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. And then let's do the one above it. I don't know what this is either. I used to know all my single shadows and then I kept buying single shadows and now I don't know them anymore. I don't even know you anymore. Okay. Oh, holy shit. You cannot say that that's not impactful. Like, oh my gosh. So gorgeous. That's like insane. You wait until I have my Reels lighting set up. I am literally doing a swatch fest of all of these. I cannot wait to do that for you. And that was the shade Glamorous. And boy, it sure is. Definitely keeping all of those. I probably have more. Okay, I've stacked this up a little high, but let's start with some more Give Me Glow. This is the Christmas Morning palette. I recently just added swatches to my Instagram of this. Has to be one of my favorite palettes from them. Like, this packaging, oh, they nailed it. Like, not even a little bit, they nailed it. 100%. Opened it up, and it literally is Christmas morning. Every time I open it, I am so excited again. Let's go ahead. Gifts galore, that is what you are. You're a superstar, that is what you are. Do-do-do-do-do. Totally is, though, for reals. And let's go ahead and kick this up. Oh, you can't even tell me that that's not fantastic. So, as you could guess, I will be keeping that. This next one is the Give Me Glow Staple Palette. I think they actually did a few packages for it, but this is the one I was able to get my hands on. And this is the color story for it. Oh, it is all the fall vibes again. Like, fantastic, beautiful. They just, whew, I'm telling you what, these matte shades are beautiful. I'm going to go ahead and swatch this shade right here, which is Follow Me. And we're going to throw it right in here. Now, I know that this palette is not available anymore, but I think you can still get the single shades. So that's what it looks like. I will be keeping it, of course. The next one that I have is Summer Vibes from Give Me Glow. I love this packaging. I think it definitely is Summer Vibes. They did a great job. When you get the palette, it looks like this, and this is the inside. It is everything summer. Like, you cannot deny this color story. It is fantastic. We're going to swatch Fireworks. Leo said no, but I did it. I'm sorry, Leo. It's too late. And that is what that looks like. Let's go ahead and pick it up right there with a little bit of shine. Turn it back off. It's such a beautiful kind of sherbet orange kind of shade. I absolutely love it, and I will be keeping this, of course. Next one that I have is the Pastel Dreams palette from Give Me Glow. I do also have the original Pastel Dreams bundle, but it's not with this section. It's got to be, I think, in my need to review pile. And this is what the packaging looks like. It actually reminds me a little bit of the Menagerie pastel palette they have, Pastel Pup, with the outer packaging. Slightly different, though. This is clouds, and it is still like a watercolor cloud kind of deal. Gorgeous. Love it. Seriously, they nail it. They're like Menagerie, but in a totally different style. When you open it up, this is the color story. Holy shit. I'm dying. I just think that this is a gorgeous palette. I'm going to swatch Lavender Sky for you guys. I do have videos, I think, pretty much on every one of these palettes that you guys can check out. But let's go ahead and do this anyway. It's so fun to swatch stuff. I know that I've swatched it before, but it's enjoyable. So I don't know if you guys can see it that well, but it does have a bit of a gold undertone to it. And this is what it looks like in the light. If you guys are able to pick it up, I definitely think it's worth the money, and I will not be decluttering it. The next one that I have is the Grunge Palette, and this is the repackaged version. There was a first version, and I don't have that. It was the same color story, but just, I think, a plain black package. And personally, this is not my aesthetic, but I do think it definitely fits the grunge vibe, kind of. It's cool, though. I mean, to each their own, if you will. This is the actual color story of the palette, and I'm telling you what, it may not seem that special, but it really is. Shade Nirvana is one of my absolute all-time favorite shades. This is like another one of those one and done shadows. Oh, special. I'm picking it up. I'm kind of making a mess out of it. So here is this one. It may not seem that special to you guys, but I truly think it is one of the most beautiful one and done shadows that I've ever seen. It's even got a slight bit of red undertone to it, but it's still kind of taupey and brown. Let's see if I can't show you. I don't know if you can see it any better with that on, but just stunning. It's gorgeous. And I will be keeping this. And I think that this is the last palette I have from Give Me Glow, but I don't know if it's my last one of singles. I think I'm missing a thing of singles somewhere. This is the Vivid Rose palette. This packaging, oh my goodness gracious. This is some of the most beautiful packaging I've ever seen from an indie brand. They just did a fantastic job. Like, I feel like they hit the happy medium. They did the right kind of color story. They did great packaging. The actual quality of the shadows is just superb. Like, this shade right here is to die for. I'm going to swatch it for you guys. And hopefully you'll be able to see, like, this is definitely comparable to Pat McGrath. If you love her palettes but don't want to spend that kind of money, pick this baby right here up. A lot of these shades are definitely in those palettes, and the quality is just as good, if not better, which this lighting sucks. I needed my big light. I need it. But hopefully you can see just how metallic it is when I turn that on. Truly, it is that metallic even with the light off, but the lighting over here sucks. It's dim. So I 100% am not getting rid of this. I didn't plan to get rid of any of my Give Me Glow, and I don't intend to do so in the near future. Right, so this next palette is the Summer Amazing palette. This is from Clarity Cosmetics. They definitely remind me of Give Me Glow. What, baby? Good job, baby! We're proud of you. I love you. I love you so much. I love you. Sorry. I'm really proud of him. He stayed clean today, and that's awesome. So he keeps going to the bathroom. He's had some tummy stuff going on. 2 of our kids have had tummy stuff going on. So in any case, all off topic and TMI, how you doing? This is the Clarity Cosmetics Summer Amazing palette. Definitely gives me Give Me Glow vibes. I think that they used to like work together or know each other. This is a black-owned brand, and she is so sweet. Definitely one of the nicest people I've talked to. This is what, okay, first off, we'll talk about the packaging. I love it. It is so, I mean, it literally matches the exact theme of the palette. They did a great job. When you open it up, this is what it looks like. These duochromes are some of the most fantastic that I've seen this year, and I don't know if you can see just how special they are, but they really are. Let's go ahead and do Oh Ship, which is hilarious because I swear to you, this is totally off topic, but kind of on topic. I used to have this shirt that I got from an antique shop, and there was a speedboat going into a whole bunch of sailboats, and it said Oh Ship on it. So this, immediately when I saw it, I started cracking up. Obviously, they didn't know that when they made it, but I still enjoyed it for that reason. Okay, so let's put it right here. It's okay, baby. You good boy. Sorry, my cat is also having a hard time today. He was sick the other day, and I think it's because he's been very stressed about the move. So this is a beautiful, you guys are seeing kind of, I think gold, and I'm seeing like a blue, purple, kind of orangish gold. It's fantastic. They did a great job with this shade. I like every single one of these in here. Let's see if we can catch anything else with this. Oh, definitely looks more gold, I think, with this. Grandma Kelly's not in here right now. Anyway, I wish Grandma Kelly were here. She's great. My mom is awesome. I've been trying to get her on my channel, but it is not happening, probably in this life or the next. In any case, I love this. They did a great job, and I will 100% be keeping this. All right, this next palette is called the Cobra Palette, and this is also from Clarity Cosmetics. Let's talk about this packaging. Again, it is so spot on. They just nailed it. I immediately, when I saw this packaging on their Instagram, I freaked out. I was like, oh, your girl has to have it. I really, really want it. And thankfully, I was able to snag it when they released it. And this is the color story. I love it. I think it is so beautiful. These matte shades. Ooh, you know what? I very rarely ever swatch a matte, but I'm going to swatch this one right here, which is hysterical. And I love the name of it. They are just so easy to use, and they do such a good job. Like, I love these so much, especially on the eye. Just like incredible. Look at that. Ooh, I think my hand might be starting to get irritated. But in any case, the shade is like a pea green. It's awesome, and I absolutely love this palette, and I will not be getting rid of it. Okay, the next palette that I have is Berry Royal. This is also from Clarity Cosmetics. I do have a boatload of their singles somewhere, and I don't know where they're at. They're probably in my to-be reviewed stack, but everything is still a hot mess. So in any case, this palette, I love the packaging. It's so cool. It's kind of like that marble. What? What is it? Sorry guys, my cat needs attention. This reminds me of those paintings that they do anymore, and they put like all the acrylic paintings that they do. They look like this. They're really cool. Then when you open it up, this is the color story. It is so beautiful. I'm gonna be honest and just say this. I have so many of this color story, and there's only one metallic in here. However, this metallic is quite magical. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch this for you. But the mattes all work really well. I am just, and I've said this a bunch of times, I have so many pinks, I have so many purples. I don't know if I'm actually going to keep it right now. I'm going to debate it. I think I am probably going to declutter it, even though I do enjoy the palette. I just don't enjoy it enough. Like, I don't use it all the time. So I will actually be parting ways with this palette. This next palette is one from Mba Cosmetics. I absolutely love this palette. This is the Flare Collection Remixed. First off, I really like the packaging. I think it is really cute. I like the color distinctions here. Kind of reminds me of tie-dye, but slightly different. Then when you get the palette, this is what the inside looks like. And holy actual shit. I am obsessed with it. Like, the second my eyes clapped upon this, I was very excited about it. I've said it 100 times, I'm kind of over purples, but not like these. Like, mattes and stuff like that. Like, I love mattes, but you can only have so many mattes that are exciting. But metallics, duochromes, multichromes, I kind of feel like I may never get sick of them. And this is an example of that right here. I'm going to swatch the shade Rosewater because I'm obsessed with it. I actually love every shade in here, but ooh, Rosewater. Hang on, get like a little bit more there. Ooh, that is so freaking gorgeous. It's not funny. Like, you can't tell me it's not. I mean, you can. To each their own, but I'm going to disagree with you very respectfully. Gorgeous. I'm absolutely not getting rid of this palette. I am affiliated with them. If you do want to pick up this palette or any of their other palettes, you can use the code Jaclyntriesit, all one word. If you do want to pick anything up, that can definitely save you some money. And I can tell you this. Oh, okay. Here's my cat. I knew he was going to come up at some point. He's been having a lot of like separation anxiety, I think. And our kids are here, and he's really strange. He's not a big fan of kids, which is sad because he's like the loveliest cat ever, but he is not for them. I'm going to have to clean off my table because he is getting footprints all over it. Do not do it. Hey, excuse you. Come here. Okay, we're going to let him possibly knock over my mirror. Oh my gosh, Leo. Hey, excuse you. Go over there. Oh my gosh. We're going to do that. He's going to get himself into trouble. Come here, baby. Come here. So this is Leo. He's a good boy. He's just having a moment. He needs a little bit of attention. We're going to go ahead and give that to him for a second. Okay, I'm not going to move my cat. I'm sorry, you guys. He's been having a really rough week, and he just needs to be by his mom, and that's okay. But he might be screwing up my, the focus on my camera, so hopefully... Oh my gosh, this guy has no respect for anything or anyone right now. Hey, can we talk about this? Can you calm down a little bit? He is like pushing crap everywhere. I thought I took enough time away, but apparently not. I'll be back. Okay, I don't think he'll pop back up, so we're going to try and roll through some more of these. So this right here is a Sydney Grace, and this is the collaboration that they did with Mel Thompson. This breaks my heart. Like, I've watched a bunch of her videos since she passed away. Every single time I see one of her videos, I'm always like shocked again. I can't believe she's actually gone because it just blows my mind. She was so young. She was so full of life. And I feel awful for her family. I don't know if anybody else still feels like that every single time they watch a video, but it just like re-hits me every time I hear her say, "Hey, beauties." I don't know. In any case, this is the palette she did with Sydney Grace. This is Tiny Marvels, and this 100% I feel like encompasses her. The person that did her tattoos did this artwork, and I think they did a great job. Obviously, if you watch her channel, you know that she loved insects, so this really fits her. And then when you open up the palette, it is, well, the palette on the outside is the exact same, but the inside is so beautiful. And truthfully, initially when I got this palette, I was very intimidated by it because I was like, oh, there's a lot of color, but it's actually very, very wearable. And I think that if you break it down into quads, you really get a little bit better idea of how to use them. I know that sounds silly and probably most people did not have a problem with it, but I kind of did at first glance because of this and this, which is silly because when you cover it, it's actually a very neutral palette. But I love it. I think the quality is good. I think the color story is good. I love Sydney Grace. I really, really enjoyed Mel Thompson, and I will always love her. I will always love her channel, and I will always be wishing... Okay, that's kind of creepy, but I really did love her. I thought she was great, and I always wish her family the very best. I'm going to go ahead and swatch... I'm going to swatch Firebutt. Sorry, I know you guys are probably sick of me swatching this shade, but I love this shade. when I saw it, I was so excited about it because look at it. Oh my gosh. It's just like a silvery goldish green, and they knocked it out of the park. Like, great job. I will never get rid of this palette. I would like to replace this palette. I'm actually considering getting a backup because I enjoy it so much. And I think that Sydney Grace is still donating proceeds to her family, which I think is fantastic. They definitely deserve it. Not check this out and you really liked Mel Thompson or you really like Sydney Grace, definitely worth every penny. The next palette I have is called Autumn's Rain. It is also from Sydney Grace. This is the first palette I think I ever had from them. This is the color story on the inside. And again, this is just like a quintessential fall palette. Has a little bit of everything for everybody. I really like it. My favorite shade, maybe that they've ever done almost, is in this palette, and it's called Wondrous Night. I don't know if they've released this as a single, but if they haven't, they certainly should. Like, impact the house. Look at that. It is such a fantastic taupe shade. Like, it's a silvery, taupey, amazing, fantastic shade. Let's kick on a little light for you. Oof. You can't tell me that's not beautiful. But the palette is not available anymore. I don't know if you can pick up any of these shades as singles. I really hope so, because that one I will be heartbroken if it eventually goes bad. But I will continue to alcohol spray it forever, so it is what it is. Until then, I will not be getting rid of it. This palette right here is more Sydney Grace singles. Oh, I definitely have a lot of them. Let's go ahead and do a matte shade from this. I just love their shadows. I think they perform so very well. Like, look at that. That's insane. I'm telling you what, hopefully you guys can see it, but it is totally opaque. It looks amazing. Let's kick on the light. I mean, it won't be shiny, but hopefully you can see just how good it actually is. I think they do a great job. Mattes, metallics, multi-chromes, you can't go wrong with Sydney Grace. I will not be getting rid of a single one of these. I may someday go through my singles and like declutter some of the colors, but I kind of think not if I'm going to start duping stuff. So I'm going to be saving this. And then I do have one more from them, and this is mostly, shocker, greens and golds. Does this surprise anybody though, really? Apparently I have one of their multi-chromes in here, and this is Chameleonaire, and I will be swatching that one for sure. But this is like everything good in my soul. I love greens and golds. I cannot wait to use these more. This one right here, I'm going to swatch for you immediately. This is one of their multi-chromes, and ooh, holy shit. So right now I'm seeing a very strong bluish purple shade, and hopefully you guys are seeing some of the green. But it also, oh my gosh, like look how much I have on my finger. There's so much here still. I'm going to flip on the light. Oh, girl, look at that. They nailed it. That's all I'm saying. Like, I have so much left over. I like want to put it somewhere else. Where else can I put this? I guess I'll just bring it on around. Look at my lovely multi-chrome bracelet. For me, but hopefully now you can see that full Leo. Oh my gosh. Guys, I can't win here. Okay, the next one we have is from Dose of Colors. This one is the Friendcation palette. It is so cool. I really think it'd be a fun purse for like New Year's or a wallet. I'm ridiculous. That is totally moot and not the point I'm trying to make. This is the palette. It is really beautiful. There is a few duochromatic shades in here. This texture reminds me a bit of the Glam Light formula. I don't know if you can still get this or not. I'm going to say you can't. But I am going to swatch one of these shades for you. For you. And when I say for you, I really mean for me. Let's not bullshit. Leo. This is real. And then let's kick on a light so you guys can see. It is a little bit duochromatic. It is a beautiful shade. I don't think I'm going to get rid of this palette, at least until I do swatches of it. But after that, I think I may get rid of it. Possibly, maybe never. Okay, so now we're moving into some of my Natasha Denona palettes. This one is the Glam Palette. It is such a gorgeous freaking palette. Like, there's no lies here. I keep going, do I really need to keep it? Because I've got all of my Sydney Grace shadows. I've got all of my Give Me Glow and my Clarity. And I just don't know, because these are fantastic. But I am kind of getting to the point where this palette right here is it's great. It's beautiful. But I very much feel like, again, here's another brand that a lot of it is starting to look like a lot of the others that it is releasing. And I don't know. I'm definitely going to keep it for now, but I don't know that I'm going to keep it forever. In fact, I wonder if this was in my declutter pile before, but it is a beautiful palette. Nothing else, I want to at least dupe it with some of the stuff that I've got for you guys, so I can show you possibly a more affordable way to get that look, and that you can take apart and use to dupe other palettes that are coming out, because I do think, nah, I'm not going to get into it. I was going to get all preachy. Let's not get all preachy. This is a beautiful palette. Let's go ahead and swatch something. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, you guys. I was about to stand up my soapbox. We're going to do this one right here, which I don't like that they did the shade names like this. Like, this is called Center Eyelid instead of having a name, which is fine, but it's not my favorite thing. And that is a gorgeous shadow, and it does perform really well. I do like it. Okay. In any case, for now, I'll be keeping it for sure. The next one that I have is the gold palette from Natasha Denona, and I like that it's sturdy. I think that the gold on it is very pretty. It needs cleaned up though. Most of my palettes need cleaned up. And this is the inside. It's kind of a travesty, but I love it. It is the best hot mess possible. It is one of my absolute all-time favorite palettes for sure. I'm gonna go ahead and give this little swatch. It looks terrible, but it still performs like a champ. Like, look at that. You are beautiful. Give that a little swatchy swatch. If you could not tell, I am definitely not getting rid of it. That is almost slightly shifty as well. Kick on the light at it. Beautiful, beautiful palette. One of my favorites, definitely will not be getting rid of. The next one that I've got here is the Metropolis palette, and when this came out, I about lost my shit, because this was exactly what I'd been waiting for, and it happened, and my day was like the best thing ever. This is the packaging. It is kind of like that, or it's like that latex type feel. It is very luxe, and this color story, oh my gosh, it has my heart, it has my soul. It could have my phone number if I were single, but I'm not. I just love it. I will not be getting rid of it. I did have the alter ego version of this, and it was very, very similar to it. So if you were not able to pick this up, and I don't blame you if you weren't, because it was extremely expensive, definitely check out that alternative, because you will not be missing out on a lot. It is a little different, but it is very, very similar. And I can tell you what, for the price difference, I would not be sad about missing out on this if I could get that. Let's do this one right here, which is also in the mini one that they just released. So if you have that, if you have this, you really didn't need that. And I was an idiot, and I bought it anyway, thinking that they were new shades. So there is Jubilee. It is a gorgeous kind of black-based teal with a little bit of blue to it. I really like it. It is nice. I will not be getting rid of this palette. So this palette right here is also Natasha Denona. This is the blue-purple palette. No, purple-blue. Purple-blue? It says it on the box. Purple-blue palette. My bad. And I love the packaging for this. This is some of the most expensive palettes that she has. But I will say this, I did not pay full price. I got it when it was buy one, get one free. And oh my gosh, look at this color story. And they work so well, it's not funny. Like, this is some of her very best formulations. Every single one of these works beautifully. And I can say that it looks new. I've only swatched a few from this, but I've actually had another copy of each one of these palettes that you're going to see. So I can definitely attest to the performance. It is very good. I would like to do full swatches for you guys. I really want to get a chance to use it. I'm going to put it in a Flashback Friday. For now, let's do this one right here. I picked it up like shit. Okay. Ooh. Definitely an interesting color. It's one of those that goes, I don't know what you're seeing. You might be seeing like a little bit of purple, a little bit of red. I'm also seeing some blue and a little hint of like silvery green. Let's kick on the light. Ooh, there you go. I am definitely not getting rid of this palette. Okay, so this one is the green brown palette, and this is another one where I absolutely love it. I wish I could use it more every single day. I just did a video, a flashback, well, not just. I did a flashback video with this not too long ago, and I think I did like 4 looks, which is more than I typically ever do, and I just wanted to keep using it. I was really sad to put it down at all. That's how much I enjoyed it, to be real with you guys. And, this palette is just perfection. She did a fan-freaking-tastic job with this. I want to see more things like this, for sure. Now, maybe not in this price range. I'd love to see, like, this same formula, this type of deal in her smaller palettes, because I feel like it's a more affordable way for everybody to get a chance to use it. And that's really important. I feel like everybody should have a chance to use something like this, and not just people that are super rich, because I'm certainly not. Usually I would have to sell something to buy something, and that's fine. I don't mind doing that. But at the same time, I wish everybody would be able to try anything that their heart desires. So there's that shade. It's really pretty, actually. Let's do one more. I don't know, so much pressure. Let's do this one. Ooh, you might hear my husband cussing. Like, look at that. Oh, so pretty. I love this palette. She did a fantastic job, and obviously I will not be getting rid of it. Okay, these, I have all three of them, and the other one is somewhere else. So these are from Odenzai Cosmetics, who I absolutely love. They have great formulas. This is another one that reminds me of that glam light, of that dose of colors, that type of formulation. This is the Erd palette, and I love this collection. I love the artwork. I think they did a beautiful job with it. When you pull it out, this is what the palette looks like. I love it. I think this color story is gorgeous. We're going to swatch this shade right here. And, like, look how beautiful that is. It actually reminds me a little bit of Jubilee. Huh. It really does. That's Jubilee. That's the one I just swatched now. This is a little bit more blue. That's a little bit more green. But still, the vibe is there. And certainly more affordable than that. Hopefully you guys can see it. And then let's kick on the light. Definitely different when you turn it on. In fact, this becomes more green and that becomes more blue when you turn on the light. That's funny. Gorgeous palette. Not going to be decluttering that. I really enjoy it. Okay, so this one is the Verdandy palette. This is also from Odenzai, and the packaging is beautiful. Those eyes are haunting when you look at them, in my opinion. Then when you open it up, this is the color story. I actually thought it was really weird until I used it, and then I realized how much I really enjoyed it. The formulation is really good. I like the colors together. They all performed extremely well. I will be keeping this one as well. I actually did declutter recently one of the other palettes, and it had similar colors to this, and since I'm keeping that, that's why I was getting rid of that one. So these ones are all from Care Beauty, who I absolutely love. This is the first palette I ever tried from them. This is the Daydream Palette, and I'm like, how do I open it? I'm gonna break it. That's what's gonna happen. I suck at this. Why can't you just open from the sides? All right, there we go. Got it. And the packaging is cute. It's not my favorite thing. It's not bad, though. It actually kind of reminds me a little bit of the, you know what? Hang on. Let's see if I've still got it over here. It totally does, though. This reminds me of the Dose of Colors and I Heart Sarahi collection. It's really vibing the same way. Let's open these both up just so you can see the inside color stories. They are very, very different, but the outer packaging, the palm leaves, all of that is very similar. So anyway, since it was right there, I thought I'd show you that. I'll never forget when I tried this. These mattes are so good. They are beautiful. All of the metallics are really good too. I'm going to swatch this metallic, which you guys can see is very shiny, which to me is really important. It's not the most metallic in my collection, but it's definitely still very, very good. Like, look at that. Let's kick on a light. Ooh. It's very pretty. And I'm telling you what, the mattes really win the day with these. I normally don't keep stuff when I have other mattes and I know I have other colors, but I love the performance of the matte so much. I will be keeping this palette. I am affiliated with them. I actually, like, after I did the review on this palette, I became affiliated with them. So if you are interested in checking them out and saving some money, Jaclyntriesit, all one word. It will also be linked down below. But I will be keeping this palette. I really like it. And it makes me nostalgic because this was the first palette I ever tried of theirs. The next palette, ooh, I love the next palette so freaking much. This is the Time Traveler palette, and when I got it, I was so excited because this really has vibes of like every melt palette that I have. Actually, you know what, guys? I think my cat might have jarred this camera a little bit, but that's okay. This gave me all of the melt vibes, but for such a lower price, and I'll tell you what, these mattes work amazingly. So if you want the melt experience, but for a lower price, and the mattes to be just spot on, this is where you're gonna want to go. Now, I will say this, the metallics are not my most favorite in this. You could definitely pair this with something like, oh, hang on, it is so beautiful. Let's put them together. Holy shit, can you picture putting these together? Like, oof. That would be amazing. And so many of these are shifty, and that's what I would do. I'm just saying, like, that's where it is. I love it. They did a great job. I will be keeping this. Of course I will be keeping this. I will be doing a review of it as soon as I have my whole makeup room put back together, because I'm very excited about it. But I will be keeping this. All right, this one right here is the Cara Beauty. This is the Mind Trap palette. Am I right? Yeah. And this is a true rainbow palette. The packaging is super bright, which you guys probably can't tell on camera just how bright it is, but I assure you the shit is popping. This is like something I like to pull from when I'm using one of my all metallic or multi-chrome palettes, like from It's Belle or Mba Cosmetics. This is exactly what I would use in conjunction with one of those. So I will still be keeping it. I was thinking about getting rid of it, but I think I'm still going to keep it for now. It is nice. Like, I can just pull it out. It's got the whole rainbow, and I will have something that I need. So that was the last palette, not in my collection. Guys, I have so many of these totes to get through. I should be done. I should be embarrassed because this is already a crazy amount of palettes, and really I did not declutter that much in this video, but I have at least four totes where the majority of the stuff will be getting decluttered. So I know today was not that day. I think I only decluttered 3 palettes. That's at like I decluttered like 7 palettes, and that's terrible. And altogether so far in this declutter, I have decluttered maybe 25 palettes, we'll say. So it's not higher today in that video, but I have accomplished quite a bit, I feel. I'm going to edit this video and put it up for you guys, and then I will do another video because there will probably be at least 3 or 4 of these just for makeup palettes. That sounds ridiculous, but I think over 2 hours, and we're really, that's a lot. that's a long video. So, you know, some of you guys said you don't mind it being a longer video, but I know, like, my attention span is that of a mouse, and so I'm like, oh, 10 minutes, that's enough. I don't need any more than that. But in any case, I will definitely be back with another one. I hope maybe to do another live sometime this week. If you guys are interested in me doing it that way, let me know down below. Another one of those for you guys. I had a lot of fun. You guys were, like, literally a blast. Anyway, I hope that this video was entertaining and maybe just something you could put on the background while you were working on your collection or cleaning and you just didn't feel quite so alone, because that's kind of what I do. In any case, I hope everybody is staying safe and healthy. If you are interested, maybe consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!